Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See my title below? Yes, this is on episode 3 of Boruto, and overall, I don't know, I still find it enjoyable, don't get me wrong here, but I've been really thinking lately, it's like a little iffy on how I really feel about Boruto, because so far, I mean, it's enjoyable. It's kind of like a nostalgia trip in the fact that, you know, it's pretty much just like how the first season of Naruto, you know, before Shippuden was really. And a lot of the characters are kind of, you know, practically the same. Shigadai is just like Shikamaru. Inojin is just like, you know, Sai, and then you have Boruto. He, except for the fact that, you know, he hates his father and everything like that, he's practically just like Naruto. That one episode when he was fighting was practically just like it was, you know, you can replace him with Naruto and, you know, the season 1 version, and it's practically the same, you know? And that's why, I don't know, it's like nothing special, nothing completely new yet. Like, I keep telling myself, it'll get better, but like, just going back to this, after going from, you know, how Shippuden was, and after reading the manga and everything, and how it ended, and all the craziness that happened, and just how darker and serious it was in comparison to going straight back to how, like, you know, the first season was, it's kind of hard. Like, it's gonna take some time for me to get used to. Just overall, right now at this moment, like, I still enjoy it because it's still funny. It still has its like craziness, so every once in a while that gets me interested. For example, the main thing that still, you know, has got me interested, obviously, is the whole thing with what happened in the very, very beginning of the first episode with everything being destroyed, and also what the hell's up with his eye. You know, people have been saying like maybe it's the Tensagen from Naruto the last movie, and yeah, I mean, it does look just like that. How the hell did he get that is a big, huge question. He pretty much asked his mom, Hinata, you know, is it the Byaku? He was gonna ask her, is it the Byakugan? No, it is not. Too bad he doesn't end up asking anyway for some reason. We just have this kind of like this story where there's something that's, you know, that's another thing that is kind of interesting, and I can't wait to, like, I'm excited to see what the hell's up with that. Like, is it something super huge, or is it just gonna be something stupid? But the whole thing with this weird purple, you know, chakra aura kind of thing, like taking over people when they get like mad, and taking them over so they start attacking people and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting, you know. I mean, it's not like the most craziest thing, but it's definitely something that's been on the back of my mind, and like I really want to find out what the hell it is. But other than that, other than, you know, Boruto's eye kind of thing, it really is just like going back to the first season of Naruto, which is, like I said, great for a nostalgia trip. That's why, like, the first couple episodes, the first 2 episodes, I was really like, oh yeah, this is awesome. But as it goes on, it gets a little boring, in my opinion. That's how I feel, guys. This is my opinion. If you feel differently, then, you know, there's no problem with that. But like, at the moment, I'm still enjoying watching it. I'm not saying I hate it, you know, but it's getting to the point where it's not like as exciting for me every episode anymore. It'll probably get to that point, you know. I just gotta let it wait. This is the first 3 episodes. It's kind of introductionary. It's introducing everyone. It was cool to see Metal. He practically just like, you know, Rock Lee, except for the fact, you know, by training all the time, except for the fact that he has a problem with when he gets really nervous, he pretty much makes mistakes. And it's funny. It is funny. The whole thing with this season is going to be, there's a lot of comedy, just like how season 1 did. Well, see, Shippuden had a lot of comedy as well, but you know what I mean. It was just all playful kind of comedy, kind of, you know, just happy kind of setting. There's nothing really threatening Konoha at the moment. Nothing really threatening everyone except for that weird shadowy thing. But it never really came to the point where someone was going to die. Sure, she could die. Almost, she could die. Get it? Yeah, but he almost could have died, kind of, from if he did really get hit from Metal. But that was never going to happen, you know? So, I don't know. I'm still on the edge of how I feel about this anime at the moment. Boruto, I mean, it's literally kind of, for me at least, restarting back in with Naruto. And it hasn't really brought anything to the table, for me at least, that's really like, holy shit, yeah, this is definitely better than Naruto, you know? Not at the moment, not yet, but I don't know, just like I said before, it's only been 3 episodes, so we really just gotta wait for that. But yeah, overall, this episode, like I said, it was still pretty good in the fact that I did enjoy seeing more of Metal. He has a pretty interesting character, man. When he was like hitting the thing, like all of a sudden they turn, and when they're playing the game, dun, 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 and just breaks the thing. It's like, oh my gosh, Metal. And that one part when he Boruto threw the demon wind shuriken, and somehow he gets his foot straight up in the middle part and just flings across to the damn thing. And of course, Shino saying like, oh, I remember when I was younger, I did some, pranks as well. And I'm like, when the hell did Shino do any pranks? I don't remember any of that at all, honestly. But like it was still pretty funny, honestly. Metal is a pretty funny character, especially like going in towards the end too, when everything, they make up and all that kind of stuff. And he ends up breaking, Boruto's his game console thing, and it definitely is, the show is definitely enjoyable. It's still enjoyable, it's still funny. It's just, for me at least, it's not as exciting as how Naruto was. It's more of like it's going back to how the original Naruto was, which I did enjoy, but it doesn't feel like there's anything new at the moment yet. That's why, for me, I am kind of on the edge, of completely thinking this is a, great sequel, or just on the edge of thinking that this is just kind of a copycat in a way with new characters. That's so far, that's how I feel. And like I said, and I keep saying, it's only been 3 episodes. I keep telling myself that, and just, if you feel the same way, I want to tell you guys as well. It's only been 3 episodes. It can get better. This is not like a 12 episode, 24 episode season. It's going to be like Naruto. There's probably going to be a shitload of episodes. So there's a lot of time for this to get better and grow into, something different than just being a Naruto copycat. I mean, obviously it is, it's a sequel to Naruto, but till it becomes something different, I'm still going to be on the edge, Still enjoying it, but still just a little, But overall, yeah, that's all I really got to say. Metal was funny. Shikadai, the whole part with Shikadai gained some advice from his father, from Shikamaru, and then all of a sudden Tamari gained super pissed and saying, you guys both just thought, this is a drag, didn't you? Guess what? No dinner for you. And they're just like, oh, like, see, those are the parts that I like really enjoy. It's really funny, but yeah, like I said, and like I keep saying, it's just not as exciting as considering how we, just came from Shippuden, So like I said, it's going to take some time. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Before I keep rambling on about that kind of stuff, I'm going to stop it here. So hope you guys enjoy this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's any questions you have whatsoever about how I feel about anything, or just anything in general about the episode, feel free to comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And until next time, guys, see ya.